The Australian bush is a way of going quiet before something terrible happens. Not peaceful quiet. The kind of silence that feels heavy, like the land itself is holding its breath. At first light, the fields look calm. Too calm. But beneath the tall grass and torn soil lies proof of chaos. Deep hoof prints, shredded fences, and crops flattened as if a storm had passed through overnight. Farmers here don't call it damage anymore. They call it survival. For weeks, a massive feral boar has been terrorizing this region, bigger than anything locals have seen in years. Smarter, faster, and far more aggressive. The dogs picked up its scent days ago, but every time the hunters moved in, the beast vanished, leaving behind nothing but destruction and fear. This morning is different. The dogs are restless, muscles tense, noses low to the ground. They know something is close, very close. The air smells sharp, mud, sweat, and something else, danger. Wild boars in Australia aren't just pests. They are walking tanks. Thick skulls, dense muscle, razor-sharp tusks that can rip a dog apart in seconds. When cornered, they don't run. They charge. And this one has already learned how to fight back. The hunters spread out slowly, boots sinking into damp soil. Every step is calculated. One mistake here doesn't mean failure. It means injury or worse. The dogs move ahead, weaving through thick brush, their low growls cutting through the silence. Suddenly, everything explodes. Branches snap. Birds scatter in the sky. The dogs freeze, then surge forward at once. That's when it appears. A massive shadow bursts from the undergrowth. Dark, muscular, moving faster than something that size ever should. The boar lets out a guttural roar, deep, violent, primal. Its tusks flash in the sunlight as it turns straight toward the dogs. This is no bluff. The ground shakes as it charges. The hunters shout warnings, hearts pounding as the dogs fan out instinctively, trying to distract the beast. Dust fills the air. Adrenaline floods every vein. One wrong angle, one slip, and this turns deadly in seconds. The boar stops suddenly, just meters away. It stares. Cold eyes. No fear. No hesitation. This animal isn't running anymore. It has decided to fight. In moments like this, everything slows down. Breathing becomes loud. Time stretches. The hunters know that once the charge begins, there is no second chance. A full-speed boar can reach its target in less than 2 seconds. And when it hits, nothing stops it. The dogs bark relentlessly, circling, snapping, testing the giant's defenses. The boar pivots with terrifying speed, tracking every movement. It lowers its head. That's the signal. The charge is coming. What happens next will decide whether the dogs make out alive or whether this hunt ends in blood. And this is only the beginning. The moment stretches just a heartbeat too long. Then the giant boar explodes forward. The ground trembles under its weight as it launches straight toward the dogs, tusks angled like twin blades. There's no warning growl this time, just raw violence unleashed in a blink. One of the younger dogs barely manages to leap aside as the boar's shoulder slams into the dirt where it stood a split second earlier. Dust erupts into the air. Shouts echo through the bush. The lead dog darts in from the left, snapping at the boar's flank, forcing it to turn. That move saved a life. But it also triggers something far worse. The boar pivots instantly, faster than expected and charges again, this time straight to the brush toward a hunter's line. Everyone freezes. This is the nightmare scenario. A fully grown feral boar charging at full speed leaves no room for error. Rifles are raised, but branches and moving dogs block clear shots. Fire too soon, and you risk hitting your own team. Wait too long, and the boar closes a distance. The dogs split instinctively, surrounding the beast, barking relentlessly to confuse it. Their training is the only thing keeping this from turning into disaster. One dog lunges, teeth grazing thick hide. The boar reacts violently, slamming sideways, nearly catching the dog with its tusk. A miss by inches. The hunters reposition fast, boots sliding on loose soil. Breathing is heavy now. Heartbeats thunder in their ears. This is no longer a hunt. It's a fight for control. Suddenly, the boar stops again. Its chest heaves. Foam drips from its mouth. Small cuts line its sides, but none are slowing it down. If anything, the animal looks angrier, smarter. It's reading the situation, waiting for the smallest mistake. That's when it happens. One dog stumbles. Just for a second, but that second is enough. The boar locks on and charges straight at it. Everything erupts at once. Hunters shout. Dogs bark wildly. A rifle cracks through the air, but the shot glances off a branch. The boar doesn't slow. It's almost on top of the fallen dog now. Tusks lowered, pure momentum driving it forward. Another shot rings out. Miss. The distance collapses to nothing. At the last possible moment, the lead hunter steps into a narrow opening between the trees, steadying his aim while chaos unfolds around him. The boar is massive in his sights now. Every scar visible, every muscle straining as it prepares to strike. No more time. One shot. Clean. Controlled. The bullet hits deep. The boar stumbles hard, skidding through dirt and grass, momentum finally breaking. The dogs scatter instantly, trained to disengage the moment the threat shifts. The animal crashes into a fallen log, lets out a final guttural roar, then goes still. Silence crashes down just as hard as the charge did. No one speaks. Dust settles slowly. The dogs circle cautiously, barking once, then twice, waiting for confirmation. The hunters move in carefully, weapons still raised. A wounded boar can be just as dangerous as a charging one. But this time it's over. The giant lies still. The relief hits all at once. Shaky breaths, lowered shoulders, hands finally unclenching. One dog limps slightly, but it's alive. That alone makes this victory worth everything. Yet as the team looks around, something feels wrong. The tracks in the dirt don't belong to just one boar. There are more, much more. And somewhere deeper in the Australian bush, the rest of the herd has been watching. Silence doesn't last. From deeper inside the bush, branches snap. Not one, not two, but many. Low grunts ripple through the trees like distant thunder. The hunters exchange quick looks. They already know what this means. The herd is close. Too close. The dogs tense immediately, ears upright, muscles coiled. These animals don't make noise without reason. Within seconds, dark shapes begin to materialize between the eucalyptus trunks. One, then three, then more. Massive bodies move through the shadows, eyes reflecting light, tusks catching brief flashes of sun. They're being surrounded. This is where hunts turn ugly. Unlike a single boar, a herd changes everything. Escape routes vanish. Confusion sets in. And if the dogs push too hard, they risk drawing an entire group into a full charge. The lead hunter raises his hand. Stop. Everyone freezes. The dogs hold position, barking just enough to keep the boars alert, but not enough to trigger a rush. Sweat runs down faces. Fingers hover near triggers. Every breath feels loud. Then one boar steps forward, bigger than the rest. Scarred, dominant, the true alpha. It snorts, paws the ground, and stares directly at the hunters, not the dogs. This animal isn't afraid. It's calculating, testing, and then it charges. The bush erupts. Boars scatter in every direction, some fleeing, others joining the assault. Dogs break formation, darting to intercept. Gunfire cracks through the chaos, sharp and controlled. One boar drops instantly. Another spins and crashes into brush. But the alpha keeps coming. A dog leaps, grabbing its ear. The boar slams sideways, throwing the dog clear. Another dog moves in, forcing the boar to turn just enough. That opening is everything. One clean shot. The alpha collapses hard, sliding through dirt and leaves, momentum finally gone. The herd hesitates just long enough. That hesitation saves lives. One by one, the remaining boars retreat, melting back into bush as fast as they appeared. And just like that, it's over. The forest exhales. The dogs regroup, tails wagging despite exhaustion. Mud, blood, and sweat tell the story better than words ever could. No celebration. Just quiet nods. Respect for the danger faced and the land protected. Because in Australia, this isn't sport. It's necessity. Every hunt like this protects farms, livestock, and lives. And tomorrow, somewhere beyond the tree line, another giant boar will rise. The question isn't if they'll return. It's when.